Cameron Lamont. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director at Swan Energy, and my job is to run the sales and marketing team and sell and market our projects that we have to our partners. My sales and marketing team reach out to our existing partner base and also to new partners and offer them the opportunities that they wouldn't get in any other place in the marketplace, and that's the ability to participate directly in oil and gas projects. The reason they do that and why that's an advantage is because they get tax advantages for that. They get write-offs with the benefits that come from oil and gas drilling and direct participation. And they get the upside potential of the oil and gas market, but they also have to understand the risks. So it's my team's job to demystify that, to show them the risks, to show them the potential rewards, and show them the advantages of oil and gas direct participation. It is really the way the ethos of the company is. It's to provide a partnership, a collaboration between Swan Energy and our leadership and ownership and the partners that come and participate in these projects with us. The structure is set up to give the partners the best advantages that they can take in taking the intangible drilling costs and the tax benefits afforded by those expenses and use those to offset tax liability. And it allows them to then participate directly in the oil and gas through a partnership scenario. One of the advantages that we have there is we really, from the ownership down, we look at them as a partner level. So it's full transparency in terms of all aspects of the type of operations we do. And I think that's what's great about our projects is we show the partner everything. We show them the upside, the risk, the benefits, and let them make a fully informed decision as to whether or not this is something that they can add alongside of their conventional portfolio. One of the distinctions that sets Swan Energy out from the bigger players in oil and gas and how you would participate on a passive level or on a different scale is that we're dynamic. We're able to tailor each project to the specifics of that project and the marketplace at the time. And it allows us to take advantage of movements and disruptions in the marketplace that a much larger corporation and buying stock in that company wouldn't allow you to do. They're like an ocean liner moving through and they have to weather those storms. We're like a speedboat that can come around the back, go on the other side, and it gives us that agility. That plus the transparency and direct participation is really what sets us apart from our competitors. It depends on the project, and that's the wonderful thing about oil and gas. Oil and gas can run a current project that we're raising capital for right now is an 18-well project in a very highly productive field, a part of a multi-$100 million drilling project with an billion-dollar industry leader. Our partners wouldn't get the opportunity to participate on that level with a company like that without this type of structure and the foresight that we had to get ahead of those plays and put ourselves in a position that we could actually offer those types of opportunities to the partners. But also it comes back down to a different perspective where we have a one-well project that perhaps we'll be the operator on and taking advantages in the marketplace. We can put together a really exceptional project that produces all the oil that we anticipated that it might. And it achieves that, but the global commodity prices could take a very big dive. And that would take a lot of the margin that we would have as profitability from it. But we can also look at that experience, dovetailing the practical experience of what comes out of the ground and back into the macroeconomics of the market, and then look at the timing of the marketplace. As an example of right now, we're just coming 4 months off an inversion in oil and gas prices where they went negative. That's never happened before. People would be scared in the marketplace if you held assets at that time. That's correct. It's damaging, much like a real estate collapse or a real estate bursting bubble will sink all house values or all property values. But it also creates unique opportunities to then enter the market at those times. And then as those markets come back, we've already watched oil go from a negative $30-some a barrel, and then in the preceding 90 days back up to over $40 a barrel. That created unique opportunities in the marketplace. Some of those opportunities are actually better than when oil was $100 a barrel. So we have to evaluate the ground floor with the direction the market's going. We don't have a crystal ball. We're never going to be right all the time, but we learn every step as we go through the process. When I lost money in my first real estate transaction, it taught me a lot about what I should be looking for on the next real estate transaction. Similarly, when we have oil and gas, we do exactly the same thing. We're evaluating each on its merits today, and then looking at it with fresh hindsight of what we've learned over the recent history. The great thing about that is our partners get to share in that experience that we've had. A new partner coming on board today is able to look back at our track record, see production values, and then what commodity prices did to production, then balance that in their risk and make a decision, a fully informed decision on whether we'd like to proceed. This is the reason I chose to move to Texas, move my whole family to Texas, and help Brandon develop Swan Energy into the vision that he created, because he's driven by the same thing. He's driven by a motivation to exceed performance, to get better, provide better opportunities for the partners, provide better results, to make the process as good as we can. He gave me two maxims when he hired me for this position. And the two sound very simplistic, but they're very critical. He said, one, never lie to me. And it's something that integrity, it's something that flows through his whole organization. You deal with directness and honesty in all your communications. And the fact that he would admonish me to make sure I'm that way gave me confidence that is where we're doing the right thing. We want to do exactly that, be direct and honest in our communication. The second thing he said is, I want you to having the sales team running on red line all day, every day. And that's performance, to maximize our potential. If we're going to put a project in front of our partners, put the best project in front of our partners we can. Give them the best shot that we can put in front of them to make them the best returns that we can in oil and gas. Give them everything at our disposal. And that sort of drives us, those two simple admonishments from Brandon, integrity and performance. And that's what I've done every day. That's what I come in, that's what I tell my salespeople out here. You're going to do exactly the same thing here. We're going to give clarity, full disclosure, transparency, and then we're going to go for performance. And that's why I like it. That's why I came to work with Brandon. It's that vision that he had that made him as successful as he is at a young age. He's younger than me. But it's that success that I saw and that leadership that I saw was the two things that I wanted to follow. The integrity and driven by performance. And if I was thinking about where I was taking my money that's important to my family, and I was going to put it into an investment, I wanted to know that they have integrity, they won't lie to me, and that they're going to do everything they can to get the most performance out of it. So I can't think of anything better.